Hey guys, it's Charlotte here with Dragonfly Soul Healing. So I just wanted to come on and make a video. It's been a while. I did my hair, so I figured, we might as well jump on while we got all our fancy going on. So how is everybody doing? I kind of wanted to come on and check in with you guys and kind of start shifting gears a little bit. I think that we're all kind of evolving in ways that we may not have realized was happening until the finished product started coming out and we started seeing how everything plays out. And so we're going through this weird transition right now. All of us, we're not alone here. We're all kind of going through this weird transition, and it's kind of literally making us feel like we're trapped. This Eight of Swords coming out. Funny, it just came out in one of the pick a cards that's uploading right now. And so there's this feeling of being trapped, of stuck, of feeling like we can't get moving. That Lover's card here also comes out. And the Lover's card sometimes actually means, instead of being so much about lovers, soulmates coming together, is actually about having to choose between partners, of making that decision of who we're going to choose in as our lover kind of thing. And so there's something here where it's there's this decision that's trying to come forth, and it's really about deciding that you're worth it, right? Because we literally have this Eight of Swords showing up here. We need to decide that we are worth more. The Sun card, because something beautiful wants to transpire, something brand new. They're pointing out the child here is we need to bring out that childlike innocence in us and really start seeing that sunshine that's trying to come out and shine on us. We're not in this position so much anymore. And if you feel that way, it's time to really start doing some emotional release. Start learning how to clear your energy field and getting more in tune with self. The cards are just dropping everywhere here. The Three of Pentacles, this also came out today in one of the pick a cards. So it's about building this foundation, right? And that's what you guys have been doing this last 6 months or so, is we've really been building a whole new life, a whole new way of being, of understanding things. We're shifting gears. We're changing who we are. And it's a really challenging experience, I would say. Even for me, with all the tools that I have, I find that the more I let go of, the more naked and vulnerable I feel. But more than that, I don't even know who I am right now. So this is something that I've really been going through, is who are we once we let go of this old aspect of self? Because that is what we're really being challenged to do right now. The 17 Star card comes out here. And she's creating this magic in her hands. And so there's something here about kind of creating a whole new world. I got a weird glare here today. It's about creating this whole new world, right? Where we're really starting to find that magic within us. And so we're starting to see things from a whole new perspective. And that's kind of where we've been confused but excited, right? Where that passion comes out with the Lover's card, where it's there's a lot of passion here, making these decisions and stuff. And the Sun, it's it's bright, it's happy, it's exciting. But then there's also something where it's we don't really know where we're going. We're sitting here making decisions. We're really thinking about it and weighing our options. How do we start this? How do I begin this new adventure? The Two of Swords at the bottom of this deck too is but there's this decision. Again, there's something that you need to decide. And what I'm noticing is are you your old self or are you the new self? Because this is the decision that we need to make right now, is who are you going to be moving forward? That eclipse season that came forth really shook us up. And especially if you haven't been doing much work, it might have felt really chaotic. My mentor actually suggested that we don't human all week this week. And so I've literally done no humaning, hardly at all. I only answer a few people who kind of hold their own space and stuff like that. And I don't have to worry about them getting too chaotic. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service, selflessness, humility, conscious action. I like that, conscious action. He's holding the lotus. We've got that, like, that beam of light again that's kind of reminding me of this, right? This light here. And so that conscious action, that is what we're really being asked to bring forth right now, is like letting go of this was like one of the last cards that was pulled for one of the pick a cards today. Asking to pull out of this fear of not being good enough, of not getting whatever it is that you're trying to transform come to you, right? Because we have this sun card here showing us that something really beautiful can transpire from all this. But you can most certainly stay stuck here, right? You can stay in this crazy, chaotic, self-sabotaging victim mentality. And I'm calling you guys on it because I've had to call myself on it 100 times over in the last few months, where it's like my victim mode keeps coming out, and I'm so sick of hearing myself complain that I literally have to like force myself to get up and do stuff and change those things that are being like, change this. Like we had such a strong push to let go of those friends, right? And it kept showing up and showing up and showing up until we did. And if you haven't yet, then it's probably still showing up, right? Where it's like this friend is driving you fucking crazy. And instead of just setting some boundaries or like getting rid of them, you just keep going and staying stuck in that chaos. Well, guys, conscious action. Those are your decisions to stay stuck in those circumstances. And I will lovingly call you out because I have to call myself out all the fucking time. And it gets super annoying, but we have to do what we have to do right now. The Cosmos card comes out, says creativity and vastness. And so it feels to me actually like we have in our dream state, there's some information being downloaded. And you know, one thing that I do know is when we're not doing our work during the day, we're clearing at night. And so a lot of people will just try and bypass clearing their Akashic records and really doing their homework because they know they can do it in their sleep. But then do you wake up feeling refreshed after your soul has spent the entire night working on clearing these Akashics that could literally get done in the daytime? No, you wake up exhausted. And you can't pick up the proper downloads if your soul is working its ass off in its sleep, right? There's this information, these downloads that want to show up for you guys. And so we really have to start focusing on what am I doing in my wake time to help myself and my soul grow and start taking in these downloads. I'm all over the place. I'm like, I kind of just want to pull cards from everywhere because it feels like there's messages just a little bit everywhere right now. And so we'll just go with it. I don't have any time limits or expectations or anything. All right, what else do we need to know before I finish this video up here? The Eight of Swords comes out again. Eight of Air, an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. And didn't we literally have conscious action show up earlier? And so, and you know, I always see this card as this one unicorn is like running away from the other seven, right? Where it's like, y'all are crazy. You know, I'm not getting stuck just sitting here at the beach. I want to go and find that magic. Look at this forest. It's magical. I want to go find that magic in me and not stay stuck just kind of fitting in with the crowd, right? Because that's what that is. If you don't allow yourself to move forward and kind of run away from the norm, what you think you should be doing, you never know what you can experience, right? All right, let's see what else wants to come out here. Everything. The Four of Earth. Man, all the cards that came up today are showing up again in different decks and stuff. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. It's like there's something here that's asking you to start like really taking that leap of faith into yourself, but you're so stuck on like, well, how is this going to benefit me? What about my finances? What about this, that, and the other thing? Guys, listen, I've quit jobs with no guarantee that anything was going to take care of me, but I knew that I couldn't be stuck in a place that was so draining on myself. I worked in a shop with a whole bunch of boys, and as soon as they found out I read tarot cards, I was the witch. And, you know, that didn't bother me too much, except for day in and day out, hey, witchy, witch stuff, all this stuff made me start thinking maybe I'm crazy. Like maybe all these things that I believe in aren't true and stuff like that. And maybe I am the crazy one, and maybe I need to focus on my money and really just love this crappy ass job that I wake up and cry every fucking day. And I don't do that for very long. Honestly, I did it for a little bit when I was younger. If I'm not happy somewhere now, I just quit. And I'll tell you something, guys, the money always shows up, because especially when you're really taking it for yourself and deciding for yourself that you deserve more and that you're magical and you can actually do this, the money shows up always. And so you guys really need to just let go of that ego, which is funny because I noticed that the ego card, which is the devil card, shows up here. It says a false self of entrapment. Didn't we have an illusion of being trapped comes up? Then we have a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. And again, what do we have? This man holding on to his pouch of money, so damn worried about the outcome, overthinking all this stuff, that he's literally allowing himself to stay stuck in this shit. Guys, this is not what you have for life. You did not sign up to come to Earth to fucking live like this. You came here to experience the cosmos, to experience that creativity, to receive those downloads, to come here to lighten the load of Earth's karmic baggage, clearing up our family lines, really starting to create space so that we can step into that magic. And so we're going to just get a loving little bitch slap today, because it's time to step up to the plate. Okay, we can't be wasting time anymore. We can't. We don't have time for it. And I mean, you can, legit, but I'm not going to hold you and pull you forward if you want to stay stuck here, right? And nobody should. You shouldn't be pulling your friends with you. If they're willing to stay stuck on the shore when you know it's time to move, are you really going to stay stuck with them? Or what are you going to do? Tie them all together and be like, come, let me pull you. No, you're going to just find your own way. Guys, the best way to get people to heal themselves is to heal yourself, because we lead by example. I change, and then I'm able to show you guys how I've changed so that you guys can decide whether or not you do it. I'm not changing you. I don't sit here and hold your hand and be like, okay, now here's this baby step, and now let me do this for you. I come, I drop my shit down, and you guys decide what you're going to do with it. And that's how it should be. This is not a game of like, let's pull everybody with us. Like, anybody who wants to stay stuck in this, like, we got the 8 of Swords come out twice, guys, and that ego card. So everything's talking about feeling trapped. Even that 9 of Swords that's still sitting over here is like all this anxiety, all this stuff. It's not even yours to be carrying. So let's start working on clearing our stuff, going into the Akashics. Let's start, clearing our emotions and learning how to do these things so that we can start really building this new foundation. The 3 of Pentacles here. 3 of Earth says that the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. But this is about building foundations. The 3 of Pentacles, which already came out once today. I should organize my cards better, but I don't. I just do what I do. Building that foundation, starting from the ground and building up, right? And creating something really beautiful, because the cosmos is trying to give you some downloads. What are you going to do with them? Is really the question. So I hope this helps. It's a little bit of a Charlotte B slap for the day, but it is what it is. I will chat with you soon, guys. Take care.